Alright, who's ready to finish this game up? I highly doubt we're gonna finish it up in this part, but we'll see. Because I think there's too many side quests. Okay, holy shit. Holy shit. Okay, so this is the one thing I wondered. When opening my little map, I was like wondering, oh no, I only have Jill on me when I was out in the field. And when I came back here, it says I have Jill and Joshua now. So I'm pretty stoked. Let's talk to
Brother,
Joshua.
I put Father's helm in your chambers. He should be with you when his vision is finally realized.
Thank you, Joshua. For everything.
Don't mention it.
Cool.
Brother.
Anything new? Ask about Father. Yeah. He always tried to spur me on to give me courage. I knew his words were meant with kindness, but as a boy, they cut me deeply. Keenly, they made me feel my own weakness, my own inadequacy. It was only after we lost him that I realized he believed in me. He only wished that I would believe in myself. Father's words have been to me as a torch in the darkness, banishing the fearful shadows and illuminating the path ahead.
His flame burns in your heart.
Brother, as it does in mine. It is that flame that shall continue to light our path, all the way to the very end. Cool.
You have but to say the word.
All I gotta do is believe. Just believe. Can we make something now?
Yep. What do you want?
What else do I need for this? One more dark steel? That's right. Stone tongue. And stained loincloth. Okay. New missive. Damn it. This shit again. Damn it. There we go. Greatest gift. Feels like a lifetime ago. Was a lifetime ago. That afternoon on Man's Hill was our very first adventure. Somehow I knew even then that it would not be our last. I'll never forget that day, and the simple fact that you have not either fills my heart with a joy so fierce I cannot describe it. Since the moment we first met, you have always been an important part of me. The half that makes me whole. When times are darkest, you are my light. When I am lost, you are my guiding star. You are just what I need. You are all that I need. You are the greatest gift. Jill. Oh my god. Oh, that's so sweet. Oh. Have anything new to say?
What's on your mind, Clive?
You, apparently. Ask about the memories. I can't believe you remembered that day on Man's Hill.
So long.
Our lives have been defined by loss, but our memories, those no one can take. And if they truly are the only things that we can hold on to, then I want more.
So when this is over...
Let's travel the world and make new ones. And I will hoard them as a dragon does her gold. For my memories with you are the most precious of all.
I'm always with you, Clive.
Hell yeah. Oh fuck, that's a wall. Clive would be so smitten, he'd be all like, hell yeah, turn around. Just fucking walk to the wall. I have enough to get something new for Page's Whisper. I ain't gonna walk up to there just yet. Let's keep going. Other side quests to do. Son of a fucking bitch. This game is good. I like this game a lot. Alright. Estla, Shadow Coast. Where in the Holy Mother of God is Halfcombe? Either way. Wait. The closest one would be... Yeah, I guess so. Just be buckled. We can see what accessory they have for sale there. Guess I got my full fucking entourage with me now. I got Torgal, Jill, and Joshua. Fuck yeah, dude.
You won't find a finer array this side of the strait.
Yep. Breath of Darkness. Heaven's Cloud.
Farewell.
Do you see that too?
What was I thinking of? Yeah, these are full. That's what I was thinking of.
What is it? Oh, please. Just make it stop. I'm scared.
I did not even check to see if the fucking recording fucked.
Fly, Ambrosia.
Grab item.
Love cat.
More desert roses.
That can't be Rutherford, can it?
Turncoats and cowards, the lot of you! If it's a fight you want, it's a fight you shall have!
Allow me.
I don't need your...
Please, Field Marshal, oblige him.
This won't take long.
You're right. It won't. Men, finish him.
What else I got? This one, right? Oops.
It's over.
Fucking once again, I forgot to switch from my items. There goes another strength tonic.
A little longer than I'd have liked.
I'm really surprised they didn't die to fucking diamond dust.
Field Marshal Havel, I presume. Are either of you injured?
No, my lord. You arrived just as our escort turned on us.
Fucking traitors. I'd heard reports of soldiers in the outlying regions abandoning the oaths they swore. But I hadn't thought the corruption had reached so close to the heart of the Republic. It's a fucking disgrace. Your interfering old bastard of an uncle tried to warn me, of course. My lord Marquis. Or is Sid the Outlaw more to your liking?
Call me what you want. It doesn't change who I am, or the urgency of the message I bring. My uncle has a plan to right the realm, and he needs your help to see it through.
Before I agree to anything, I'd have you answer one question. What do you stand to gain from all this?
I won't deny that I might benefit from further chaos. But I seek a new beginning for all of us. And while the choices I've made may not always have been the right ones, I know I made them for the right reasons. For so long, So many of us have been told how we could live, how we could die, when it should have been our decision all along. Now, we have a chance to put things right. But in order to take it, we must stand together. Even if it be beside those with whom we don't see eye to eye.
Certainly not the words I expected from an outlaw. But perhaps your uncle was right. You are no ordinary outlaw. I'll never hear the end of this. All right. I'll start by ordering my most trusted guard to bring the Dhalmekian fringes under control. Next, I'll make contact with my counterparts in the Imperial Army and see if I can't convince them to try and restore order in their own territory.
Thank you, Field Marshal.
But they are not the only ones we will need to convince.
What do you mean?
I don't doubt that I can bully some sense into a few generals, but those they answer to require a different kind of persuasion. And when it comes to honeyed words, well, we will need an envoy. One who can court even the most stubborn of statesmen. You, perhaps?
I'm flattered.
Link is
But I'm
back.
no diplomat either. And I have other problems to attend to. What we need is a skilled arbitrator. And I may know just the person.
Is that so? And would he happen to be an outlaw too?
Of a different kind, perhaps.
Beggars can't be choosers. I suppose we'll all have to find a little of the outlaw in ourselves if we're to make it through this. Very well. Send your man to me right away.
I shall.
My Lord Marquis. Your Lord Uncle bade me escort the Field Marshal to his manor in Port Isolde.
And I will see that my associate joins you there.
Very good, my lord.
An envoy. I'm not sure I'm the man to talk anyone round. I can barely convince my brother to take his medicine. No. This is a job for someone with experience. Someone like Quentin. I hope I can convince him at least.
Is this a continuation of Quentin's storyline? Holy shit. The rest of these are in Elude. Get the fuck out of here.
Good girl.
I do wonder if this changes whether or not you do his side quest. Wonder if you get the side quest if you've done this part. Me.
Quentin, I have a proposal for you.
Do you now?
Something tells me you'll be asking more of me than a cask of Gotand gold. Go on then. Propose. You'd have me convince the chiefs and chamberlains of the realm that they should simply swallow their pride and do the one thing that has proved impossible for thousands of years. Was there anything else? Perhaps I can fetch you a meat pie as well.
I know it's a lot to ask, but I can think of none better suited to the role.
And you'd have me give up what little I have left to do it. I told you, Clive. The people of Lostwing are my family, and I cannot abandon them. You'll have to find someone else.
I'm sorry to hear that.
So am I.
And why might that be?
What he's asking. How's it any different to what you've done so far? They want you to speak for those who can't speak for themselves. That's what you do best. If it's the vineyard you're worried about, we'll see that the grapes are picked and the tons filled. You know we will.
It's not that.
Then what is it? You said yourself we're family. Don't you trust us?
You know that's not what I'm...
Then what are you saying? That only we are worth saving? Why turn your back on everyone else? You convinced us we could build new lives for ourselves, and if you can do that, who's to say you couldn't convince the entire realm?
A stirring argument. I fear that any rejoinder I make might fall somewhat flat by comparison.
So you'll join us?
Where do you need me?
Field Marshal Havel will want to speak with you in person. He's currently in Port Isolde. I can arrange for a party of Cursebreakers to accompany you there.
That would be very much appreciated. I hear the roads are far from safe these days.
Hopefully not for long. My uncle will want to know that his plan is taking shape.
Turn to the hideaway and speak with Byron. Actually, I'm kind of curious. Just continue on.
Uncle, I bring good news. The Field Marshal has agreed to your plan.
Ha! Of course he has. I didn't doubt you for a moment, dear boy.
Rutherford is accompanying him back to your manor in Port Isolde as we speak. They will await your return there. As will one other.
One other? Who, exactly?
Lord Havel was concerned that even if he could get the realm's armies to agree to an accord, he might not be as successful in convincing those with political power. He asked if I might have a solution, and I suggested a certain Imperial Lord Magistrate turned Liberator.
One of your co-conspirators?
Master Quinton would probably call me one of his, but yes.
Another outlaw, then. Just the thing we need to put these rotten politicos in their places. Good thinking, Clive.
I'm glad you approve.
The more the merrier, eh?
Uncle, assuming Havel and Quinton can solve our problem with the armies, you still haven't mentioned how we might manage the grain shortages.
Oh, don't you worry, my boy. The 7 high houses will be seeing to that. They have all agreed to make the most generous of donations. Oh, of course, it did take a little persuasion, but luckily I had some unexpected help.
From who?
Why, you, my boy. Rumor has it that you rescued the Lady Ariane's head steward Rockford from a horde of bloodthirsty bandits.
I did.
It was more of a handful.
Truly,
Well,
it was.
The old battle axe was so pleased. She had a shipload of talents delivered to my private docks by the next new moon.
Holy
And
shit.
when the other houses saw the parsimonious old crone's purse strings finally loosen, they as good as tripped over themselves in the rush to follow suit.
Holy shit.
I'm happy to hear it.
We're rich as fuck.
Now, I must be getting back to the manor. Join us there at your earliest convenience, would you?
Of course, Uncle.
Rosfield Manor.
And how, pray tell, will we get that grain to the capital if the roads are still overrun with Akashic?
You'll find another bloody road. I only have so many men, and I'm not about to send them headlong into an ether flood. That is, unless you'd have them turn as well.
Well, I'd certainly eat less.
Says the man with a belly bigger than a band of curls. My soldiers actually need their rations. Without any food to keep them going, they'll be dead even before you've sent them on your fool's errand.
If I may, gentlemen, perhaps I might suggest an alternative approach. Though supply routes are indeed disrupted, there is no shortage of ships. Indeed, they bob away in every bay from here to Randalar, awaiting a safe haven. Allow them to make port and fill their bellies full of grain. And once those who crowd the cities are fed, ferry the displaced back to the countryside to work the fallow fields. But I'm sure that you wish to continue your discussion. Forgive the interruption. Two such firm friends as yourselves need no help from the likes of me. Rutherford spoke fondly of the great bond between you.
Us? Friends?
I can't stand the man.
Clive, I'm beginning to question the quality of the company you keep.
And what kind of company were you expecting him to keep? The man's a criminal.
Criminal? How dare you? You are not fit to breathe the same air as this fine, upstanding young gentleman.
Upstanding? He calls himself Sid the Bloody Outlaw!
Once more onto the breach.
Not so subtle cough.
Shall we begin
Thank you.
again? What we seek here is not to create a new nation, nor to claim the thrones of those that already exist. We wish simply to bring stability to the realm that mankind might weather the current storm. And to do that, we must convince those in power, the generals, the statesmen, the nobles, that our cause is just. There will be disagreements, yes. And I imagine some resistance, much resistance. But we cannot let that deter us. If we show them the path, show them that we walk it ourselves, then I am confident they will follow. The fate of the world lies in my nephew's hands, but the well-being of her people lies in ours. And we must not squander the chance that Clive has given us.
Uncle Byron,
Now, with that settled, let's move on to the signing of the Accord. For what great moment in history hasn't been accompanied by a little ceremony? Citizens of Valisthea, I present to you the Triunity. Rutherford, Mike Will. Well, my boy, the stage is set.
that it is.
This is the role you were born for. Now I ask only that you trust in the talents of your supporting cast. We shall play our parts to the best of our abilities, that you might have the opportunity to shine. The realm needs its Sir Crandall, and there is no better Crandall than you, Clive.
Oh, thanks, Uncle.
I want you to keep this signed accord as proof of our faith in you.
I will. Thank you, Uncle.
Nice. Signed by representatives from Rosaria, Dalmekia, and Senbrek. This mutual accord is the stage for a new age in Storm, if not officially, then at least in spirit. Oh boy. Alright, let's head to Northreach, I guess. Son of a bitch.
Fortress?
The garrison is threatening to pull their sentries from the markets.
I would speak with this duke.
Saw the captain just now.
Your town needs you.
Do you have a moment, Clive?
What is it?
It's the Duke, unsurprisingly. His Eminence has assumed full control of the garrison and put every able-bodied man to work on the fortifications. The town was left all but unguarded, so Philippe was compelled to form a citizens' watch to fill the void. And though my dear boys have been characteristically willing to assist him in this, they want for bodies. So I was wondering if you would lend them your strength, that the people of Northreach might sleep easier, if only for a few nights.
Of course.
Of course. Whatever you need.
Thank you, Clive. What would I do without you? Philippe told me he had men stationed at...
Where can I find the mistress of this establishment?
Here, my lady. To whom do I have the pleasure of speaking?
My name is Sabine, and it is my displeasure to be the daughter of the Duke of Oriflamme, who I understand is causing you and your town no small amount of trouble. I wish to speak to you about what might be done.
Very well. Let us speak. I trust you'll forgive me, Clive.
Absolutely. Our conversation can wait.
Please, proceed.
As you know, my father is a most overbearing and supercilious man, and I join you in objecting to his every action. Indeed, I owe you my thanks for continuing to argue against his reckless plans. Yet I fear he is not one to be swayed by reason. No. He must be made to face the consequences of his actions.
And who would make him do this?
I would. Myself and several other like-minded individuals. Were you to join us, we would surely have the strength to drive him from Northreach for good.
Does that not seem a trifle... drastic?
Drastic action is precisely what is called for. Unless you are content to see your people downtrodden and dispossessed. My father would have it that citizens exist only to serve the Empire. That they should be forced to make every sacrifice to ensure her revival. But he is wrong. It is not the people who must serve the Empire, but the Empire who must serve her people. He's always been like this. Scornful of the opinions of anyone he judged beneath him. But he cannot be allowed to ride roughshod over the common folk any longer. We must fight him. By all possible means.
Fight him? No. My purpose is to quell the tension in Northreach, not to stoke it. Respectfully, my lady. Our only chance of saving this town depends upon every one of us uniting against our common enemy. Your father and his followers included. While I understand your frustrations, I cling to the hope that he may yet be won round.
False hope, I assure you. But I see that your mind is made up. I shall bother you no longer. If you will extend me the same courtesy, I bid you good day.
She certainly has spirit.
Indeed. But unfortunately for us, that spirit is only likely to harden the Duke's resolve, which may be enough to seal the fate of this town. Not that she cares. This is all about her and her father.
Families.
I'm sorry, where were we?
You need to be somewhere?
I was about to tell you of Philippe's plans for the town watch, but perhaps it's better that you heard them from him. I believe he's in the market, if you'd be so kind as to seek him out.
Right away.
It's just a pity I cannot join you. I'd like to see the two of you in action together.
Your town needs you.
Saw the captain just now.
What does the dame have to say about all?
So you are content to abandon the... Please, I beseech you. If you are a true son of Northreach, you must fight to defend your home.
That's exactly what I am doing, milady. Or trying to, at least. The land is crawling with fiends, and someone has to keep watch.
Even when our true enemy is hiding in the garrison? Fine. You're not the only able-bodied man in Northreach. Thank you so much for your help.
She cornered you too, then?
Could hardly get a word in edgeways. Like father, like daughter, eh?
She made an uninvited appearance at the Vale earlier, hoping to convince the Dame to join her in fomenting rebellion.
I bet that went well. Her ladyship seems to have a way with people. Anyway, what brings you here?
Our mutual friend thought you might welcome some help.
Oh, she did she? Right as always. In fact, you're just the man. We've had some reports, you see. Sightings of, you know what.
They're back.
Seems that way. All over, too. We haven't been able to confirm anything yet, but if you're willing, you could go and see what's what.
Right. Where should I look?
You know Grieger's Weep? One of the sightings places them somewhere on its shores.
I'm on my way.
Thank you, Clive. I'll look into one of the other sightings. Let's rendezvous back here later.
Damn it. The reports were true. I need to stop them before they get to the town.
Hear that. That was easy enough.
Call that a test, Ultima?
Clive, it's me. You all right?
I am. But it seems the reports were true. The thralls have returned. I dispatched the few that I found, though.
Well, that's something, I suppose. But what were they doing south of town? They all came from the north last time. We might be able to fend off an attack from one side or the other, but from both?
Do you have eyes in the north?
Some. I should probably go and have a look, though, just to be sure. You head back to Northreach. I want you there just in case war breaks out while I'm away.
What do you mean?
Her ladyship's been busy working her magic on the townspeople. Stirring up ill feeling towards her father. But she'll have her marching on the barracks if we're not careful.
What? This is exactly what the Dame was afraid of. I'll do what I can to calm things down. Be careful out there, all right?
Don't worry, I'm not like you. One sniff of those things and I'm running back to town screaming blue murder.
Blue murder?
Do you not see, Father? The people of Northreach have given enough, and only a fool would ask for more.
Listen to me, Sabine. Where would our people be without their country, hmm? The Empire is their sword and their shield. It is she that ensures they can live without fear. And now she teeters on the brink. Without their sword, how will the people fight? Without their shield, how will they protect their kin? Can the unarmed stand against the advancing hordes? No. But there is yet hope. A new shield, a new sword. A new empire. We can rebuild Sandbreck, just as Great Grieger wills it.
Perhaps we could, Father. But we don't want to. Not if it is built on the broken backs of the people.
Please, let us not quarrel in the street. You must see that no good will come of this. Our fight is not with each other, but with the threat that draws ever closer to our gates. A threat that your sword has yet to rid us of, Your Eminence.
You will hold your tongue, whore! You may have filled my daughter's head with your heresy, but I will not be corrupted.
Corrupted? Your daughter's opinions are her own, as you would know if you had ever deigned to listen to her. At least I hope they are your opinions, and not posturing born of a family feud. Northreach deserves better than that.
Northreach deserves better than you, Carla. Yes, I know who you are. The slut of Twinside who bedded a Branded.
Jealous, are you? That a woman might choose a bearer over a pious man of Grieger.
Clive! I met a swarm of thralls coming south from Oriflamme. Hundreds of them. Too many to count.
No. Work on the fortifications has scarcely begun. We will retreat to Caer Norvent and there make our stand. Did you hear me? That was an order!
While this is but a heartfelt plea, let us make our stand here and protect our homes. Protect those that we love. Together, for Northreach!
You heard the dame. What are we waiting for? Pikemen to the gates. Archers to the roofs. Quickly, come on!
But she is but a common...
whore, yes. And we'd follow her to the gates of hell. The men have their orders, and they look like following them. I got them spaced out at regular intervals. Whichever direction the thralls strike from, there'll be someone there to meet them.
Thank you, Philippe. Rest assured the people will play their part. The herbalist has donated her stock of medicines to me. Should any of your men be injured, take them to the Vale. We'll see to them there.
Thank you, milady. I will.
I'll play my part too. You still want for numbers. Unlike the enemy. I only hope I can go some way to evening the odds. Philippe, can I leave the south in your hands? I doubt the thralls by the lake were the last of their number.
Of course. I'll lead a party down that way so we don't get taken by surprise. What about you?
I'll make my way up the road to Oriflamme. I fought a few of these things. And while I can't promise to hold them all back, I should be able to thin the herd.
All right, but take care.
Thank you, both of you.
You can thank us when it's over.
Till then, madame.
Progress on certain quests is temporarily limited. Oh wait. Oh, no, wait.
Fly, Ambrosia.
There are so many of them.
Not for long.
It's over.
Is it over?
No. It's only just begun.
Stay down.
Nice.
That looks to be the last of them. I wonder how the others fared. Better hurry back to town. Come on, Torgal.
Clive, it's good to see you.
And you. The road to Oriflamme is clear. How did you and your men fare?
Well, we ended up fighting for our lives down by the lake. Took a few nicks, but nothing the girls of the Vale can't put right.
Glad to hear it.
Well, it seems we've survived. For the time being, at least. I thank you both for answering the call.
You were right. And I was wrong. About everything. I had thought that the only way to unite the people was under the banner of Empire. That without a strong hand to guide them, they would drift apart, to be borne hither and yon by the eddying currents of fate. But you brought them together. Not by force, nor by the exercise of goddess-given authority, but by simply being one of them. By knowing what they feel, because you feel it yourself.
Our purpose was ever the same, Your Eminence. You were merely distracted by a loftier vision of empire and glory, while our eyes beheld matters closer to home.
You have the right of it again, as did you, Sabine. His Radiance said it himself. Sanbreque is naught without her citizens. I forgot that, and I am sorry.
I'm sorry too, Father. I should never have taken things so far. I only wanted you to understand how the people felt. How I felt. But my anger got the better of me.
Do not blame yourself, my dear. This was my doing. I should have listened to you. To all of you.
Your Eminence, Your Ladyship, I do not doubt that you came here with the best of intentions. But I believe the same could be said of us all. We all want safety, security, prosperity. Not just for Northreach, but for the entire realm. And we may yet achieve it. If only we work together. Will you join us in this?
Yes. We shall.
Thank you, Your Eminence. Now that that is settled, I must go and see to the wounded. The Vale's doors are always open to any soldier in need of relief. And today there are more than ever before.
Madame Isabel is a rare soul indeed. In these dark times, I see that it is not men like me who should lead the realm, but women like her.
You're right. If only I'd listened to her when I had the chance.
Forgive me for saying so, milady, but you still do. The Dame said it herself. We can turn things around. We just have to work together. And that goes for you, too. You're one of us now.
One of you?
Well said, Captain. Let this be a new beginning. Not only for Sanbreque, but for us.
Well, since there's nothing more to be done here, I should see if Isabel needs any help moving the wounded.
Can we get you anything?
There's no need to worry any longer.
I saw several soldiers being carried to the Vale.
How goes the treatment of the wounded? I'd be happy to man one end of a stretcher if it would help.
You've helped quite enough for one day, Clive. Thank you.
Don't mention it.
Oh, but I must. After all you've done for this town, it is the very least you deserve.
Tell me, if Northreach had fallen, what would you have done? A woman of your means could find a home anywhere in the realm, but I sense you would rather have died here.
It's a long story.
For you, madame, I have all the time in the world.
Very well. Long ago, I had a life in the Crystalline Dominion. I was Carla then, courtesan to the nobility. So sought after was I that it was only they who could afford my time. Alas, those halcyon days were not to last. For naive as I was, I fell in love with a bearer. He was my master's guard, the gentlest man I have ever known. After they discovered us together, he was whipped bloody and forbidden from ever looking at me again. And so we fled. Not that we had anywhere to flee to. We wandered, aimless and starving, half dreading, half praying that the next day would be our last. Until we found ourselves here, in Northreach. It was the Veil that took us in, that fed us, clothed us, and healed our hurts. Those that could be healed, at least. My love was already too far gone.
Oh. He passed away.
He did. Not long after we arrived. But at least we were able to share a few moments of peace before the end. It was the greatest gift I have ever received. But the generosity of this town and her people did not end there. The men and women of the Vale supported me through my grief. Shared in it, though I was still a stranger to them. They treated me like a sister. And so I swore that I would always do the same. That I would return the kindness that Northreach showed me. That I would repay my debt to the Vale.
Thank you, Isabel, for sharing this with me.
You're a lot like him, you know. Perhaps that is why I have such a soft spot for you. Never stop fighting, Clive. And I shan't either. I know that it will not be easy to keep Northreach together. But our efforts will be rewarded. Just look at us now. The people, the soldiers, even the Duke of Oriflamme and his daughter, all united in defense of this town that we have come to call our home. And what of you? Can we count on your support too?
Always.
Quest complete. The emblem of the Vale. Northreach's far-famed house of ill repute. The town is the gateway to the imperial capital of Oriflamme, where waves of old money and new lap against the opposing sides of the Great Wall. And she gave me an orichalcum. I'll be fucking damned. Progress on certain quests is no longer limited.
This the last one?
Just a little further.
We also gotta head towards the croc. Which is where again? Here it is.
You held your owner.
We rain fire down on their...
I could give you another elixir.
I'm nervous. Is it alright to be nervous?
I don't care either way, so long as you do as I tell you. Well met, Sid. This is the initiate. Ember, present yourself.
At your service, Master.
Please, just Sid. There are no masters here. Your life is your own.
Oh, of course. Thank you, Sid. The sergeant says you'll be evaluating me at my trial.
To become a scout, yes. You are aware of the dangers inherent in that role.
I am. But I swore I'd face them. Just like the man who saved my life.
And who would that be?
Gav?
Gav.
Yep.
It was him who found me and freed me. No magic, no support, just one man and his nose. Came and sniffed me out. It taught me what one man can do if he puts his mind to it. And I've been training ever since, so that one day I can be someone's saviour, just like Gav was mine.
I'm sure he'd be flattered. You clearly have good intentions, Ember. And it sounds like you're under no illusions. Stick to this path and you'll make a fine Cursebreaker.
Just know that you'll always...
Have I passed?
No, absolutely
You
not.
haven't even started yet. Now listen.
There's a lot that you gotta do. There's gotta be huge problems.
Not far from here is an Imperial lookout, Eastwatch. The guards there record all their sightings in a logbook. You are to find it and bring it here.
And bring it here, right. Anything else?
No. Sneaking into a heavily guarded Imperial outpost and stealing the logbook would be quite sufficient. You'll need to assess the situation, determine a point of entry, create a distraction and effect an escape, all without being discovered and thrown into an Imperial oubliette.
Ember, Gav isn't our best scout because he can do everything. It's essential that you know your limits.
Know my limits, right. I won't let you down.
There he goes. I am afraid.
It shouldn't be as dangerous as I made out. But keep a weather eye on him all the same, would you?
On my way.
I'll watch him. I'll try my best not to interfere.
All right, Ember. Impress me.
All the way there. Okay.
These are clean kills. Perhaps young Ember really is ready. Or maybe not.
You gonna deal with Ultimus Thrall or the Fallen?
Damn it.
Ember, draw your sword!
No fear, motherfucker.
I can't!
Then run!
If you want him, you'll have to go through me.
There we go.
Ember, are you... Gone. Of course. Scouts really are a rare breed. Back to Northreach it is, then.
Hey, a chest. Kestrel's Beak Braid. While we're out here... Nah, let's not worry about it. What about after the side quest is done?
The garrison said they take another oath.
I didn't expect you back so soon. Where is Ember? How did he fare?
I thought I'd find him with you. He must have fled. I followed him to Eastwatch, where I found him being set upon by a wild Avis. He was just standing there. Didn't even draw his sword. I had to step in and take care of things. But by the time I had, he was nowhere to be seen. I assumed he'd set off in your direction, but apparently not.
I'm sorry, Sid. I knew the boy had a nervous streak, but he seemed like...
The right man for the job? I believe this is the logbook you tasked me with retrieving.
Eh? How did you... Don't you tell me you breached the tower while Sid was busy saving your skin.
What? Wasn't that what you asked me to do? To bring the thing back without getting caught?
He has you there, Nazaire. And he did it all on his own.
But Sid, he
did what he thought was best. And now I have to decide whether I agree.
Of course. We'll await your evaluation back at the hideaway. Don't you leave my sight.
Yes, Sergeant.
Just as wily as Gav, I think. Like a fine scout.
This won't be an easy decision.
And you need a little bit more training, but training under Gav might be the way to the seeds.
Ready, go? Faster!
Alright, now let's go do that. Go do that hunt. This place must be the house that keeps on giving.
Straight home now.
Guess not. Here's the blood moon. Terminus.
Looks like we're working something up. One thing for it.
Oh, new attack. Holy. Freeze. Okay. Whoops. Ah. Okay. Okay. The very end there, just throwing shit out, hoping it hit.
Sweet dreams.
And that's all done. I think that's everything. Oh. There's that. I don't think I really care about it, though. It's one of those things. Okay. I think it's time we head for Waloed. Oops. Forgetting. The map itself is not a different screen. How many games have it be different?
Ready, go? Run like the wind.
Alright, let's find this fucking bullshit. Okay, so we have Wolfdar, Geithfar, Angry Gap, Rickmal's Roost, Isla, Maudlin Mason. Guessing that's where the goblin's gonna be. Here's Halfcombe towards the Edge of Infinity. The Edge of Infinity must be where the tower used to be. Mother's Mines, the Great Southern Gate, Ravenwit Walls. Among Dark, there's that one. Nahalo, Never Turn. Bedlambos, Vidagras. That's where Mickelberg is, huh? Halfcombe. Interesting. Where's that one fucking keep, though? We talked about. Must be here somewhere. I will check there. I am stuck.
You deserve a rest.
Ooh, an item. Bloody hide. Well, howdy. Pandemonium. Sanguine Rush.
It's the king of the castle. Nice try.
Down you go. No dodge. Nice. Bullshit. That fucking hurt. Thank you. Oh. Oh. Be free. Feel the fighting chill. Beam. Sick as fuck. Level up. Ah, the stained loincloth. Modesty is not a trait that comes to mind when one thinks of an orc, so it is a mystery why they bother to wear a loincloth at all, when the thin strips of cloth only afford nominal protection and leave naught to the imagination. There are some scholars, however, who argue that they are vestiges from when the creature were more civilized and serve as proof of a devolution of the species.
Your reign is at an end.
I guess that'll make do for no victory pose for Clive. He quips. Alright, let's head to the Maudlin Mason to see what that entails. I'm guessing it's this. Hello? Oh, okay. Travels in Valencia. No matter the season, twin side streets bustle from dawn to dusk with visitors from across the realm. Inns and boarding houses overflow with merchants, seafarers, travelers, and tradespeople of all stripes. Where such sorts gather, and ale is in no short supply. Rumor and hearsay are soon doled out with equal abandon. It was from a ruddy-faced midshipman that I first heard tell of the Shimmering Isle, that was said to emerge occasionally from the mist along a certain well-sailed shipping route. No man had ever seen it more than once, giving rise to rumors that it was no more than an apparition, and an ill-omened one at that. They say them as sees it twice never makes it home to tell the tale, growled the midshipman, his eyes fair glistening with morbid relish. DLC. A chest. Money. But nothing's up here. This house was filled with nothing but lore. Can I open this door? So where the hell is this, like, goblin guy? Going up these stairs, I guess, would lead to like a little... But I've already been here, right?
We're not alone.
Hi there. Gobermouch. How are you not hashing?
Goblin in hash. How the hell do we cross the strait?
Holy shit, you are tough. Ow. I'm actually kind of sorry about this. Whoa. I can't see him anymore. Oh. Late little swing, I was about to say. Oh, that's cute. I got it. Ow. Primitive battle horn. As a goblin communication seems limited to a painful cacophony of throaty grunts and raspy wheezing, the beastmen will often employ carved horns such as this one to send messages over long distances.
Your journey ends here.
Alright. Head to Halfcombe. Go face Agni. Be this way, I think.
Faster!
Is it literally the thing I was walking on? Is that Agni? I made a joke about it. I don't know if that's like the truth or not.
All right. Thanks, girl.
Of course. Hi there.
Look who's here to meet us. Pity they don't seem fond of visitors.
Let's back off.
Let's try.
Of course, Agni, the god of fire. Excellent. Back off. Actually, we can just use these now. Oh fuck! Down you go. He's in the air. Get him! Freeze. I did it. Stone Tongue. Even should one manage to survive the rows of diamond hard, serrated teeth lining an Archosaur's jaw, it is likely one's reprieve will be short-lived, as awaiting one just beyond is a granite tongue sure to finish the job.
I've had warmer welcomes.
Alright, and that should be most of the hunt marks done. If not all of them. Here I was thinking a stone tongue was going to come from a fucking pudding.
Might this be Mickelberg?
Duh. People? In ash?
These people aren't turned. And the village seems safe enough at least. What is going on here?
Ah. Did you, too, heed the call?
Heed the call?
No. I'm just here.
No, I came here looking for someone. To be honest, I wasn't sure I'd find him here. Let alone all of you.
Is that so?
What are you doing here? Is this where you live?
It is my home. The others, they heeded the call.
You keep saying that. What do you mean?
They came here to perform the rite, just as King Barnabas instructed. This village is their altar, where they shall cast their souls upon the gentle waters and give themselves to the Lord.
Give themselves?
Oh, Lord, cleanse us of our sins.
Well, Clive, you know what you have to do.
Let us be reborn in your loving arms.
You must turn to Ifrit and tell them no.
Free us from the torment of this mortal realm.
They want to be saved. Forgive me, but did another foreigner like me come here? He was probably wearing a cowl.
You mean the traveler from Stone? Yes. He's staying at my house, toward the rear of the village.
Thank you. If you don't mind, I'll go and greet him.
They seek the same salvation Barnabas did.
Bring us salvation.
At least the third chair still lives. Let's go and find him.
Is there a chest back here?
Excuse me. Are you with the Undying?
I am. And so it would appear, are you? Lord Rosfield, if I am not mistaken.
That's right. And you must be the third chair.
I am.
Cyril was worried for your safety. He sent me to find you.
Then I must apologize. I did not mean to trouble the bearer of the burning quill. Much less you, my Lord Marquis.
He said that you had failed to report. Is there a reason for that?
I came here to study the followers of this new faith. But the more I learned of them, the more my own faith began to falter. You have seen them at their prayers, have you not? They devote themselves to the veneration of their Lord with a fervor I have never seen before. Praying night and day that they might be rid of their wicked wills and reborn in their Saviour's light. Not that they might be granted respite from their worldly woes, but so that they might continue to serve him. Serve him with all of their beings. I, too, swore to devote my life to the service of my Lord and Master, but this... 'tis different. It is more. And so I would see it through to the end. See these people safe, that they might achieve their dream. That they might do their duty to their Lord. Even if it should keep me from doing my duty to mine.
You do understand what their dream is, don't you?
I do, my lord. They would cast aside their wills and become a Kashik. I know that it may be hard to believe, but to these people, that is the very essence of salvation. Forgive me, my lord, but I must remain here. If you are to return to Master Cyril, I would consider it a great... Did you hear that, my lord? Something is happening.
I'll go and find out what. Stay here.
And their dreams might have just come true. Honestly, it sounds like the fallen elevator turning on.
Beneath the flood. Oh no. There must be something I can do. Echoes as well. Found her.
Howdy, y'all.
Ready, brother?
Ready. What now?
Oh. Lovely.
We meet again.
Titus.
I've killed your kind before.
Ow. Down you go. Ah!
All yours, Torgal.
Whoa. Punched him straight in the fucking face.
Damn it.
Oh, what are you doing out here? I told you to stay put.
Don't you die. Come on, speak to me.
Joshua!
I had to save them, that they might have a chance to find true salvation. By devoting themselves to the service of their Lord. Just as I did, when the Undying plucked me from the gutter and gave me a cause to believe in. A duty to serve was everything to me, and I would not deny them that fulfillment, even if they must become a Kashik in order to achieve it. Forgive me, my Lord Marquis. I did not mean to trouble you with this. My findings. Could you deliver them to Master Cyril for me?
Of course. Your duty will be done.
Look, my lord. They are saved.
There they go. Sometime later.
They are saved. Founder. I should get this report to Cyril.
Welcome, welcome. Anything else? A fine choice. Anything else?
My Lord Marquis, welcome back. I am glad to see you hale and whole.
I met with your third chair, Cyril. He bade me deliver his findings to you.
Damn. The third chair is reporting to the teachings of the Ashen Savior cult. Its outer edge is stained with the same man's lifeblood.
Thank you, my lord. He remained in Ash?
He died protecting the villagers from an echo. I buried him in Mickelberg. I'm sorry that I couldn't save him.
If you could not save him, no one could.
Right.
The villagers, they were believers in this savior cult. They prayed to their god that they might be unburdened of their wills. Then an ether flood came, and their wish was granted. Your brother sacrificed himself that they might live, even knowing that that life was death by another name.
Then he perished defending liberty. A hero's end.
Truly, yeah.
For the right to choose how one dies is no less sacred than the right to choose how one lives.
Sid would agree. He wanted to build a world where people could die on their own terms.
A noble ambition. To die for one's cause is the most perfect expression of one's faith. It matters not how misguided others might judge one's decision to be. Only that the decision is one's own. We live according to the teachings of our order. We believe in them. We protect them. And yes, we die for them. For better or worse, that is our creed.
But he didn't die for your creed. He died to save them. And you still believe that what he did was right?
I believe that he believed it was.
Indeed.
We of the Undying are not slaves, but willing servants. And this was his will, the ultimate expression of it.
All right. I'd like to know this man's name, Cyril. To know the names of all the Undying who've fallen in the line of duty. They died serving my house. It's only right that I remember them. That is my duty.
Of course. I shall fetch the Book of Martyrs at once. My lord, it has been, and shall ever be, the greatest honor of my life to serve House Rosfield. Though our duties may differ, yours is no less important. I pray with all my heart for your success. And were they here, I have no doubt but that every one of my fallen brothers and sisters would feel the same.
Quest complete. Play Hearth signboard. The emblem of the Undying's headquarters in Tabor. The village is home to the finest leatherworkers and lapidaries in Dalmekia, who are little aware that their affable new neighbors are members of a secret society sworn to serve the Phoenix, and an orc outcome. And they opened up my mind. Like 6 signboards. Nice. Shit. Oh yeah, that's right. Let's fill out the rest of this map. Hell, what the hell else is over here? Oh. That's literally it. Just the edge of the map. Okay, well. Map filled out. Oh, the Balmung Dark then. Also reorganize. What is...
Doris is waiting for me near Balmung Dark. The longer she's out in the open, the more likely she is to be found by a Kashik. I need to hurry.
Hi there.
Farewell.
Excellent. Now, the next thing I also want to think about. How's Torgal doing? Torgal's still the same. A fucking bomb, of course.
All right.
Torgal, kill! Now, Torgal!
Here be Ross Fields. Visit all areas on the map and local maps.
There were no guards, I take it.
None manning the gates, no. It's a different story inside, though. The corridors are crawling with Akashic. Most likely guards left behind when the Wardens ran. If Chadwick was being held here, I worry that he may already be.
Don't give up hope just yet, but let's move quickly. Let me check the ground floor. The ether stick is there.
Then I'll search the upper level. Good luck, Sid. Stay safe.
Just how bad are the floods inside the walls? Bad enough to turn a bearer? I hope not. We're risking a lot just being here. Signs of life.
Sick. Balmundarg Right of Designation. The Kingdom of Walud hereby designates this facility a prison for the detainment of bears both foreign and domestic. The purpose of this facility is to rear and train Akuza beasts for deployment in the field. The aforementioned purpose is a matter of strictest secrecy, and any mention thereof is to be punishable by death. Captive bears have been provided solely for the pursual of the aforementioned purpose. Express permission is required for use of bears in any other capacity.
So this place was no ordinary prison.
Training
And I
ground.
doubt they'll have taken the creature with them when they fled.
No sign of any bearers yet. I hope you have better luck downstairs.
Careful.
Have care. Quiet. Have care. Caution, brother.
Caution. Oh, a chest. Ooh, money.
Locked up tight.
Guess I need to find a key to get past that door. I missed. Recommendation concerning Kuza beast deployment. The Kuza has long been recognized as an especially aggressive species. This being the case, as it was hoped that successful deployment on the battlefield might be a means of inflicting heavy casualties on the enemy. In exercises conducted thus far, however, the beast has proven incapable of distinguishing between allied and enemy combatants. As such, deployment alongside regular troops is not recommended. It is proposed instead that bearer captives be employed in order to draw enemy focus, and the beasts then driven into the fray in order to achieve maximum benefit with minimal loss to Waluder lives.
Minimal loss of Waluder lives. And what happens when they run out of bearers? Even the Imperials take better care of their branded than that.
Memorandum on Kuza beast feeding. Recent supply shortages left us insufficient resources to feed the Kuza entrusted to our care. Fortunately, the creature was observed to kill and consume the bears assigned to fight beside it in a mock battle conducted as part of its training. The beast was further observed to enter a state of visible contentment upon feeding in this way, suggesting that live bears may even be its preferred source of sustenance. This behavior is unexpected and is not unwelcome. Bears no longer of use for training purposes can now be repurposed as required.
They were feeding bearers to it. This is even worse than I'd feared. Nothing but a Kashyyyk down here. Hopefully things are looking better upstairs. I should go and see how Doris is getting on.
Did you find a key?
No luck downstairs. But I did find out that this place was more than just a prison. Something far more sinister was happening here.
I know. I've been reading some of these documents and... it can't be true, can it? Bearers die every day in service of their masters, but this is so much worse. Pitting bearers against a wild beast armed with nothing but their wits? And all in order to bring about more death. And not just those who could fight, but the elderly, children even. And those who wouldn't or couldn't were disposed of. Whatever that means.
I'm afraid it means they were fed to the monstrosity they kept here.
Then we're too late. And I was a fool to bring you here.
Don't say that. Did you find anything else?
A key. But it doesn't fit any of the locks on this floor.
Perhaps it will fit one of the doors downstairs. There's a corridor I haven't searched yet. Finish up here, then come and find me when you're ready.
All right. I'll be there in a moment.
Let's see what we can find down here.
Oh, money.
A survivor. And she sounds close.
Who are you?
There's no need to be afraid. Are you alone? Are there any other survivors?
Some of the guards. They're still here. But something's wrong with them. Everyone else was eaten by the monster.
if there were.
Thank the Founder.
It was worth our coming. But I'd rather we didn't linger. Are you ready?
Ready when you are. You poor thing. You must have been terrified.
Did Chadwick send you?
What?
He fought the monster. Distracted it so I could run away. He must have sent you. He promised to free the others too. Where is he? He opened your cell, didn't he? He wouldn't be here otherwise.
Chadwick.
Was that?
Monster's back! Chadwick, help!
We have to get out of here.
Doris, keep the girl safe.
All right. You put that bearer-eating bastard in the ground.
It's out there waiting for me. I can't let it live. Not if it's got a taste for bearers.
Who's a beast? Rank A.
The beast will wreak havoc if it ever leaves the prison. I can't let that happen.
Ow! 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 Now die. Another behemoth shackle.
Finally.
Sid, are you hurt?
No, I'm good.
I'm fine. I think.
No.
What is it?
A diary. I gave it to Chadwick before we went our separate ways. He was here. Do you think that creature?
I'm sure he fought bravely to the last. The girl is safe thanks to him.
Chadwick. You fool.
Come on. We have to get her back to the hideaway. We don't want his sacrifice to have been in vain.
No, of course not. I'll see that she's looked after from now on. It's the least I can do.
Sometime later.
From what I hear, you've barely left the girl's side in days. I hope she's recovering from her ordeal.
She is. Slowly but surely. She's far tougher than she looks. I thank the flames we found her. If we hadn't...
I know. But we did. I'm sorry we weren't able to save Chadwick.
There's no need to apologize. Without your help, I would never have found out what happened to him. How he fought to the bitter end to save her. To save Hyde Marie. That's the man I remember. The man I thought of as a brother.
I wish I could have met him. I'd like to hear more about your past. If you don't mind, that is.
Of course. You already met my former master. She trained Chadwick and I to do two things. Kill and obey. We were supposed to be sold to the highest bidder when the time came. But no bid was ever high enough to convince her to part with us. For years we were her daggers in the shadows. But we could never quite shake our doubts about the things she made us do. And then, one day, we just couldn't do them anymore. So we escaped. But staying together was out of the question. They would have found us too easily. After so many years of training, the pull to serve was always strong. It scared me to think he might have taken another master, become a dagger in someone else's hand.
But even in captivity, the battles he fought were his own. And he died not as someone's tool, but as a hero.
Hyde Marie is proof of that. Bearers can cast off their shackles. And the Cursebreakers will show them how. I'll fight until my dying breath to see it done. For Chadwick, and for all of us.
Thank you, Doris. We'll be counting on you.
Nobody's tool. More hoonts. More hoonts. Oh, would you look at that? The Masterless Marauder. The Waluder army captured such beasts and tried to train them to serve, but this particular specimen's training has long since ceased. With its captors turned to Akashik with the rest of their comrades, or were eaten by their pet when it broke free from its bonds, we shall never know. All we do know is, there is none left alive who knows the words to put an end to its rampage. Only a show of force will suffice. Who's a beast? A monster born in the Balmung Dark, and quite possibly the deadliest beast known to man. Sid, we beg you to slay it, not only that the world might be a safer place, but that the bears who lost their lives to that vile creature might at last be avenged. Forgive our presumption, but knowing what we do of it, we doubt that any of you could emerge from its cage alive. The Grim Reaper. Oh shit. There's a saying among the Imperial soldiers of the North Reach garrison: steer clear of the drowned tower, lest a specter sickle reap your root. They speak in typically uncouth terms of the thrall that dwells within the Aether Flood, one whose frightful aspect and command over lesser minions would appear to mark him as a high-ranking member of his species. Knight of the Splendent Heart. Most pilgrims to the holy capital of Oriflamme pass through the Penitent's Gate on the road from the Royal Meadows. Of late, however, a knight in shining armor has elected to station himself beside this entrance, accusing any and all passers-by of being Sid the Outlaw. The one who led Prince Dion down the path of destruction and challenging them to a duel to the death. Wow. Maybe I should tell Dion about this. Maybe snap some sense into him. Masterless Marauder. It's somewhere in Waluder. It's somewhere in Walud.
Welcome to the Patron's Whisper. Is everything we've received and everything promised?
Continental acclaim. If the drunken galley captain I shared a table with last night is to be believed, word of your exploits has made its way across the seas to the great continent. What is more, she claims there are those who would see you flourish, herself being one such woman, Gareth. Genji gloves.
All yours.
Sail forbidden seas.
Best of luck out there, Sid.
100 more renown. Alright, so what are these Genji gloves? Increases damage dealt to enemies by 5%. Well. The island warriors of the Far East are said to claim a piece of the armor of a slain soldier following a battle, wearing it over their own until the next encounter, at which time they finally remove it. The warriors believe the spirit of the fallen foe will now lend them their strength. Interesting. I like that idea. I put my direwolf Jess back on and just remove the potion potency. Yeah, I got this. Increases down thrust damage by 10%. Ah, that's what that does. I have no clue. Maybe I should put something on for Diamond Dust. Yeah, the Diamond Dust cooldown time. Sure. It just feels right. Founder's Grasp. Fashioned after those pictures adorning the wrists of the mythical founder and ancient engravings, Archduke Elwyn intended to gift these bands to his beloved sons upon their coming of age, and might serve to remind them of the unbreakable bonds they share as proud scions of the ducal line, and the unwavering devotion that would be required to see their duty done.
Haida Marie has taken a liking to her new home. How her spirit survived Balmung Dark unbroken, I'll never know.
You should have seen him. The thing didn't stand a chance.
Yeah, neither did you, I hear. Welcome back, Sid.
Welcome back, Sid.
Yes. Welcome back. Trip wasn't too much of a pain in the arse, I hope. Truth be told, it was me who suggested roping you in to help with the trial. But from what I hear, things didn't go quite as planned.
No, they most certainly did not.
Does Ember deserve passing marks? Yeah, of course.
Ember lost his nerve in the face of a beast of prey, but he didn't lose heart. He pressed on, and he achieved his aim. And is that not what we ask of our scouts?
Indeed it is. Thank you for your honest appraisal, Sid. The fact remains, however, that Ember will not always have a battle-hardened warrior on hand to pluck him from the jaws of peril. All I have gleaned from this trial is that without someone watching his back, Ember is little more than a liability.
Wait, Sergeant. Ember still has much to learn, it's true. And this time he was found wanting. But I'd say he's due a second chance, nonetheless. After all, he did do as you asked.
With a bit of hard work, any hand can be made to hold a blade, and any mind can conquer its fears. But a scout's nose is different. You've either got one, or you ain't. And by sniffing out that log, young Ember here has shown he has a conk and a half.
That's what I'm saying.
To waste it now. would it?
Yeah.
Fine. One more chance.
I'll do whatever you ask. I'll spend my days and nights in the pit if I have to. I'll show you. Just you wait.
You have to conquer yourself and conquer your fears so you
Daft as
don't
a
lock
brush,
up
that
again.
one. But his heart's in the right place.
That's what I'm saying.
Just like someone else we know. And if you ask me, we've been leaning on him for far too long. That time the curse breakers took some of the weight off his shoulders, I reckon.
You couldn't hurt.
Just don't tell Gav I said so, will you? I won't have him thinking he's been hard done by. Next thing you know, he'll be asking for a day off.
True.
Chance would be a fine thing. Back to work.
Forgive me, Sid. This did not play out as I expected.
Things really do these days. But that's why we need men like Ember more than ever. Men who can make the best out of a bad situation. Remember that.
I will, Sid. Thank you.
Quest complete. Ooh, for pile drive. A new quest is available. Lovely. I gotta use a strength
Still
on it.
alive, are ya? If you're gonna buy something, be quick about it. You'll not find a better price than that. Come again. Or don't. I'm not much bothered either way.
Trouble with your gear, or...
No, no trouble.
What do you want?
What do I need for this? One more dark steel? Okay.
Should last you a good while.
Equip. Ah, shit, this gives me more defense. Holy mother of fuck. It gives me 50 fucking extra health. I mean, I'll make it just so I have it.
Not bad, if I do say so myself.
I cannot improve it neither. Okay, that's fine. That's good at least. I don't have to feel bad about taking off the armband.
And
Hey, Gav.
You alright?
Something troubling you?
No more than usual. It's just... Etta's baby will be coming soon, and I wanted to make something for it.
I'm sure she'd like that.
Back in the north, families would always make gifts when a bairn was on the way. Yeah, let the little tykes know they were welcome in their new homes, like.
So, what's the problem?
Well, the problem is that Etta's due any day now, and I don't know if I'll be ready in time.
Is
there anything I can do to help?
You know, there just might be.
All right then. What exactly are we making?
A good luck charm. But not just any good luck charm.
Not just any.
Of course not.
No. One made from the feather of a silver chocobo. There's naught lucky in all the realm, or so we used to say back home anyway. Thing is, they're hard to come by. Had Otto and Karen check with their suppliers, but nothing. I'd try and track one down myself, only...
Only the big day is fast approaching. And that's all you need, a feather.
That or the bird whose horse it's attached to, aye. I was gonna start by asking around with traveling traders plying the northern borders.
Well, there's no shortage of those passing through Martha's. I think I might make that my first port of call. I'll let you know if I find anything.
You're a good friend, Clive. I won't forget this.
Okay. With the merchants in Martha's Rest. Then we have 2 hunts in Senbrek, right? What and the 1 S rank in
Let's hope
Waluder.
one of the merchants here has what
And
Gav needs.
God damn it. I like calling them Waluders more than I like saying Walud.
Excuse me. I'm looking for something.
Oh, well, then I'm your man.
It's just more Walud than just Walud.
Oh, or maybe not. Though you're not the first to mention the bird around here. There was a man stopped by the rest not long ago, claiming he was attacked by a silver chocobo. Near some gutted hovel, not far from Eastpool. Most took him for a braggart and a liar, but who knows? Perhaps there was some truth to his tale.
We'll see. Thank you.
Might just be an Akashic chocobo. You can definitely see that being easy.
Look, Daddy. Shining so brightly. Isn't it pretty?
Why would they turn Vivi into a motherfucking scarecrow? Always. Throws me for a loop. Well, an orchestrion roll. I think that leaves 1 more orchestrion roll from what I checked. There's 1 more orchestrion roll to find in the treasure chest.
Can I help you with something?
You wouldn't happen to sell silver chocobo feathers, would you?
I deal in fruit, not fancies. But if it's fancies you're after, I suggest you try Rhiannon's ride.
Was a silver chocobo seen there?
Oh, yes. If you believe the ravings of a madman.
It wouldn't be the first time.
It doesn't still hurt, does it?
Just because the heavens have gone to rack and ruin, it don't mean we have to.
Any merchant in here? Take that as a no. Curses. I guess it does go all the way over here. There we are.
How do, traveller? You've the look of a man who could do with a new whetstone. Or perhaps a bawdy etching of the Vicerine.
Maybe another time. I'm looking for a silver chocobo feather.
If that's the case, rumours are all you're likely to find. No one has seen a silver chocobo for years. Word is they were all hunted for their feathers. Some northern nonsense about bringing good luck. Didn't bring them much, nor their bows. If any are still out there, I reckon they'll be doing their damnedest not to be discovered.
You're probably right. Thank you anyway.
So check Rhiannon's ride.
A silver chocobo sighted in the hills near Rhiannon's ride. It sounds almost too good to be true. But since I'm already here...
We'll be passing by this chronolith.
I'll build a barricade so sturdy, even abandoned.
Good girl.
Fly, Ambrosia.
Can hardly make it.
You deserve a rest.
Alright, area cleared. Back to this thing. Trial by fire. Within this ancient menhir awaits a harrowing trial in which Clive must race to overcome a host of deadly foes wielding the blessing of but a single icon, the Phoenix. Stage 1. Rising Flames, Scarlet Cyclone. Shift combo, double shift. Land a shift shot on an enemy in the air 2 times. Precision dodge ability finish. Okay. 4-hit melee combo after closing in on an enemy with Phoenix Shift. And defeat it before it hits the ground. Ah, okay. Holy shit. Good. What's that about? Doug. Doing this shit is fucking lame.
Too slow.
There we go. I'm definitely not doing this Rise and Flame shit. Much less like this double shift crap. This shit right here is stupid. Like, the fuck, man? Lifting, having to shoot and shift shot an enemy in the air 2 times? That shit's lame. That's why they gave me birds, but I'm all like, no. That's stupid as shit. Would it knock him down to the ground, maybe? Because I'd rather just air combo him there. Right then and there. What do I got? Heat Wave. Scarlet Cyclone. Heat Wave counter. Dispel an enemy projectile and land a precision counter with a single Heat Wave. Okay. And double shift again. Okay. I guess that fucking works.
Too slow.
What? forgot that wasn't Rising Flames. That worked out. Yep. That worked. Gets dead. Just like I thought it would. Oh, damn.
Nice try.
Nice. Stage 2 complete. I didn't do a shift combo. Oops. Heat Wave and Flames of Rebirth. Flames of Punishment. Strike a staggered enemy with Flames of Rebirth. Okay. Heat Wave counter. Great. Motherfucker. Motherfucker. Gotta do this shit to get extra time. Hi there. What? Get out of my way.
Too slow.
Oh boy. Oh god. What? That sucks. Goddamn, the Phoenix just sucks. Yippee, 4 minutes to kill the boss. Oh, it's an Araman. What do I got? Rising Flames and Flames of Rebirth. Okay, well. Once again, fucking give me shitty booze. That did fuck all, man.
Nice try. Too slow.
There we go. That sucked. This was bad. I think it's mostly because the Phoenix is just awful with fucking this shit. I think to really like offset that, all the cooldowns should be super short. But they aren't. Like Rising Flames takes too long to come back. I want to like be able to do a combo in between every Rising Flames.
Faster.
Because as you get later on in the game, you just get better attacks other than that one.
Tracks. Not left by bandits for a change. More tracks. And these look fresh. The Chocobo was here. And recently. Perhaps it still is. I don't hear anything.
Ooh, a feather.
Well, I'll be damned. It's all right. I'm not going to hurt you. Just borrowing a feather for my friend. Thank you. Let's get this back to Gav before they change their minds.
A silver chocobo feather.
It was no trouble at all.
Still, I appreciate it. Clive, you're back. How'd you get on? Any luck?
Any luck, you say?
To the people of the North, silver chocobos are symbols of good fortune. The mere sight of one potentially meaning the difference between a failed harvest and a bumper crop. According to Gav, at least.
Crystals crack. Is this what I think it is? Where in the hell did you find it?
It's a long story.
Right there on the road to Eastpool. Who'd have thought it?
Everything up there's been abandoned for years. The empty cabin made for the perfect shelter. Though I fear my presence may have forced the poor creatures to look elsewhere.
Don't blame yourself, Clive. The Blight's right on Eastpool's doorstep. They'd have had to move on before long, even if you hadn't have turned up. They'll find a new home. Trust me. After all, that's what us endangered animals do. Anyway, what matters is, you managed to nick us one of their quills before they could run off. And now all that's left is to fix it to the carving.
I didn't know you could carve.
Reckon there's a lot you don't know about me. Like the fact I'm as good with a whittling knife as I am with a sword. And that bone Ember gave me's a dream to work with. What did you say it was from again? An Avis?
But it weren't your Avis, Sid. I slew one of my own at last.
So all those long nights in the pit finally bore fruit. I'm proud of you, Ember.
Don't speak too soon. I ain't done my trial yet.
There we go.
What do you think? I think if you ever hang up your scouting cap, you'll be able to make an honest living.
Oh, will I? I should go and see if Ed is awake.
Give it my best.
You can give it to yourself. Come on.
Me lords.
How are you feeling?
Well, thank you. Is something wrong?
Wrong? No, nothing like that. What it is...
Go on, please. It's beautiful. Did you make it?
We did. Aye. It's from all of us here at the Hideaway. Your new family, like. It's a good luck charm. We may come up north when a band's on the way. I mean a baby. To let him know that they're part of the family too. Oh, I hope you like it.
I don't know what to say. I thank you, me lords, for everything.
If there's anything you need, just let us know.
I will.
Clive, fancy a swift off? I'm thirsty.
I could be convinced.
I could be convinced, yeah. Yeah, a drink sounds nice.
Don't you think you've had enough?
No, we're celebrating. I'm gonna be a father.
I think Edda might have something to say about that.
You know what I mean. Bit of light in these dark times. Wasn't long after me 10th name day. My mum told us she was with child again. I was over the fucking moon. I was looking forward to having a little one to lord it over. What with me being the runt of the litter. Thought I'd finally have a chance to prove to the world that I could be a big brother. Imperials came the day she went into labour. Had myself a baby sister. And then I didn't.
Sorry, man.
The whole family gone in a blink, while I hid in the cellar like the spineless little arsehole I was. Great brother I turned out to be. I'll never be a leader. And I'll never be a hero. I'm just a daft little dog who comes running when his master calls. I'll never be like you, or Sid, or Jill, or even Torgal.
Have you finished?
Maybe.
Do you know why you're our best scout? Because you don't need anyone to hold your hand. Without your resourcefulness, your courage, your determination, I don't know where we'd be. Maybe Hanging off a cliff like,
That was only the once.
Exactly. You learn from it. And here you are after founder knows how many missions. Stronger for everyone. And let's not forget Rosalith. Who was it who freed me from the dungeon? Who was it who ran to Jill's rescue?
That would be me.
Because you're our brother, Gav. My brother.
Your brother.
Which means that when the time comes,
I get your room. And your sword.
Love you, Gav.
I may have had one too many.
you may have had 10 too many.
I said I was thirsty. Better get back to work anyway. After I walk this off. Clive?
What is it?
Thanks for, you know.
I know.
Quest complete. Winter mead, a potent potable made from honey collected in the Northern Territory's short summers and fermented slowly over the next 6 moons, said to warm the belly on North's cold winter nights.
Do you think they'll come back?
Okay, let's check the hunts again. I don't remember where they are. No, one's in Waloed. That's about all I know. This one's in Waloed. Cape Sorier, Senbrek, and the Penitence Gate, Senbrek. I don't know if I used up any items. It's been so long. I've also become drunk.
There's something about it.
Game's pretty good, man. That was pretty good.
Still alive, are ya? If you're gonna buy some, be quick about it.
Oh, I'm full of
Finished,
everything.
are ya?
I got another missive. Wait. I got another letter. The mail's coming. The Triunity. Bringing together 3 men from different backgrounds is not to be without some difficulty, however. Come together we did. For a better Valisthea, the Triunity was but a first step. A longer, more bitter journey awaits us all. One that will almost certainly end in hardship. Yet what matters most is not the destination, but what we can learn from one another while on the road there. You have paved that road for us with your courage, Clive. Now we must have the courage to walk it. Your loving Uncle Byron. That which conquers all. Here, not long removed from when last you placed yourself between us and peril, I sit and pen yet another letter in which I try to find the words to somehow express the gratitude of an entire town. Still, something feels different about our latest triumph. Where in the past we leaned ever so heavily upon your good graces, this time we found strength elsewhere, in ourselves. Our hardship has shown us that which we should have been apparent all along. We are not as different as we want to believe. Does a peasant love his homeland any less than a noble? Does a bear love his family any less than another man does his own? It is this love that has united us and given us true strength. Should every thrall, akashic, bandit, and brigand in the realm come charging our gates, we will not fret, will not falter. We will fight, and we will win. Isabel. Note of thanks, my lord Marquis. I write to thank you for the kind consideration you have shown for those whose names are written within the pages of the Book of Martyrs. I know that it would move them deeply to know that the first shield of the Phoenix laments their passing. Though each and every member of our order stands ready to sacrifice their lives in service of the Phoenix, I do not doubt that those who are taken before their time go with regret for the long years of duty left undone. That they should live on in the memory of a proud son of House Rossfield such as yourself shall surely go some way to soothing their sorrows. May the Phoenix's flame burn ever in your heart, Cyril, bearer of the burning quill. God damn, look at my fucking collection. Incredible. Alright, oh. Back to Waloed. I have no fucking clue what I'm gonna be finding now. 2 S ranks in Sandbreck, or 2 hunt marks in Sandbreck. Oh. I think that might be the S rank. Nope, no time like the present, right? Hey you, with the face. The Behemoth King. Well, shit. The 4 Horsemen. Ooh. Deep freeze. Oh. Deep freeze. Enough. Take this. Oh! Rain of fire. Dude. Oh shit! I didn't notice he was charged up for that. Ouch. Ouch. Oh! Deep freeze. Ugh! Break already, you son of a bitch. Fall. Your blood shall freeze. Gah! Time to go. Apocalypse. Oh. Yeah. Yeah. Ugh. Damn it. Time to run. Time to go. It's time to go. It's time to go. Damn it. Freeze. Fall. Time to die.
Enough.
Da 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 do do do. Another orichalcum.
No match for you, eh, Torgal?
Good boy.
Torgal.
Da, 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 da. There's an Araman over there. I want to kill it.
Nice try.
What? Ow.
Too slow.
Yeet. So over here is Bad Bach. And then over here was Garnick. Inconvenient Truth. Let's go here first.
Let's go.
I believe Bad Bach was part of that new guy, Herman, right? That's his name? His storyline? Okay, yeah, there's a road over here. Whoop. Stuck on a bush.
No need to ride from here. This must be the orphanage. Hopefully the registry is still here.
Hello? Anybody here? Conditioning schedule. Today's exercises will consist of the press yard, 20 sandbags for as much as such duration as the instructor shall dictate. The furnace, burn intensity to be gradually increased. Live combat, 1 to 3 hellhounds depending on performance.
Conditioning. This is nothing short of torture.
Bad Bach Conservatory writ of incorporation. The Kingdom of Walud hereby incorporates its institution, wherein juvenile bearers are to be granted the opportunity to give themselves in service to the state as soldiers. Trainees succumbing to the crystal's curse or otherwise perishing are to be disposed of with all haste. The graveyard is strictly reserved for the uncursed. Bear disposal within its bounds is punishable by death.
Disposed of. Herman wasn't exaggerating. It's a wonder he survived this place. I need to find that registry.
I have recently learned that my own daughter was among the children turned to stone by the brutal training I subjected them to. I had not so much as thought of her since handing her over to the authorities as a babe, but inquiries with the military confirmed it was her. I had been torturing my own flesh and blood, and now I see her everywhere. Today one of the children smiled at me in the hope of receiving a few scraps from my table. It was her smile, the smile she inherited from her mother. Mother I killed for giving birth to a bearer. Their ghosts have all come back to haunt me. My daughters, my wives, all of them, all those children. So many have died at my hand. I can bear the guilt no longer, and so I have decided tomorrow I too must die. It will be the last order I give to those poor wretches, the last torment I subject them to. I will command them to tear me limb from limb, and inter my accursed corpse beneath the white tree whose crooked hands reach to the sky in supplication, and beside me my shame, my curse, the record of all their names, all those I have wronged.
This reads like a suicide note. Did the director go through with his plan? There's only one way to find out. A forked white tree. This must be the place. Could he really be buried here? There's something hidden among the roots. Let's see. This must be the registry.
Bad Bach Conservatory Registry of Bearer Losses. 846V OAE 16D. Hans 10 years old, lithification. Alfred 9 years old, succumbed to conditioning. Franz 12 years old, lithification. Holy shit. Discipline for attempted flight.
So many names. This place was a slaughterhouse. And where is the architect of all this misery? was only a matter of time, I suppose. This place is cursed.
Ow. Ow. Damn.
I'm done here. Let's get the registry back to Herman.
All these graves are just normal people. Where do they dispose the fucking bears? What importance buried here? Perhaps it was his daughter. It shouldn't be, 'cause she was a bear. Hand of Enceladus. This ancient Mahir. Okay, yeah. No. Odin. This might be tough. Gungnir and Heaven's Cloud. Level 5 Zentetsuken, of course. Steel counter. To parry an enemy's attack, okay. Full Gungnir. While tapping the button. Full Cloud. Precision. Precision dodge ability finish. Multi-burst. Okay.
Finished.
What? There we go. Okay. That worked out. No multiburst. Oh, right. Oops. Forgot. Time to find out what happens if we die. Let's see here. This is Rift Slip and Heaven's Cloud. Okay. Strike an enemy after using Rift Slip to cancel recovery time from a previously landed attack 3 times in a row.
Nice try.
Okay, stage 2 complete. But we're almost dead, so I wonder what that will do. The fact that I can't do magic burst during just a normal fucking combo with Odin, possibly one of the reasons why I don't like this. Oh, did my health just get restored? Weird. Very. Okay, now it should give me fucking dancing steel. Wrist slip and dancing steel. Perfect steel. Land all hits of from a single dancing steel. My bad. Land all hits on a single dancing of a single dancing steel on a single enemy. Okay. Stage 3 complete, and I'm still not dead. I guess. Fucking. Chimera. What do I got? Got Gugnir and Dancing Steel.
I did it. Thank God chimeras are easy to fight against, other than unlike, you know, past games, unavoidable damage and shit. Increases dancing steel will damage by 20%. That's not actually a bad idea. Ooh, money. No, for real, where do they throw away bearers? So I came out here to find out. I'd almost half expect there to just be a pit. That's where they buried them. I don't think I'm going to be finding my answer. It's just a power conservatory we're not allowed to go in. So it's for the best. I suppose one of the things they might have done is take the bears they wanted to get rid of to Balmung Dark. Eat them.
Faster!
I think we're done here.
Have care.
entire village looks abandoned. Now, which house would a bookworm live in?
Sick. Looks like the place. Complete Botany of Banes. Erterfotida, or Tail of Wyvern. White of flower and black of root, the latter of which gives out an inky gall when cut or crushed. The tribesmen in Northern Storm prick their skin with oaken needles soaked in such, drawing curious patterns about their arms and legs in honor of their heathen gods. The gall is passing toxicate, that a single drop taken by mouth may result in cramps most painful for 5 days and 5 nights, or if applied to a wound, certain death. Should a slip of the needle end a young warrior's life, it is said his skin print failed to find favor among the heavens.
His interests were certainly varied.
Ooh, money. Folklore's Fabulary. The Moogle. No spirit or sprite appears more often in Valestian folk tales than the humble Moogle, though they are occasionally painted as mischievous souls akin to pixies or imps. Most stories depict them as clumsy yet congenial spirits who delight in helping mankind with their daily labors. They are said to have sweet tooths, leading to the common superstition that one must not leave cakes or other sweetmeats uncovered overnight, lest not remain but crumbs come morning. In appearance, they are described as being covered head to toe in soft white fur, excepting the small dark wings by which they are somehow able to take flight, and the brightly colored pom-poms that protrude from the tops of their heads. And yet there is one detail regarding the Moogle that most find remarkable than even the orb that tops its brow, the fact that the creatures actually exist. Preposterous, I hear you cry. Everybody knows that Moogles are the stuff of legend, I quite agree, but every legend has its basis in truth, and in the case of the Moogle, the fact may not be so dissimilar to the fiction. Ancient bestiaries list the white mole whose feet do not touch the ground among the beasts of the realm, and the illustration beside the name, why, it's none other than the Moogle. Of course, it is true that the creatures are not known to still survive in the twins in the modern day. Perhaps their miniature wings carried them to other climes. Perhaps they were hunted to extinction, or perhaps, just perhaps, they do still live among us, hidden away far from human view. From a Distance, Chapter 16. Funny. The Fall of the Bearers. The emergence of the first magic adepts was widely heralded as a gift from the gods. Indeed, the title with which those with the gift came to be commonly known is likely a contraction of Bearer of the Heavenly Blessing, the wording used by the tribunes of the time. Those born with the blessing were lauded as living crystals and granted high office and plentiful reward for their status as chosen ones. Over the years, this reverence for their kind would become a full-fledged religion led by the bearers themselves, a development that would prove fateful. The divers nations of the time were unanimous of their disapproval of the founding of the church. While the authorities had for years welcomed bearers into positions of power in their own structures of state, they were mistrusting of an organization led by bearers, for bearers. Efforts were immediately made to chasten the church and its followers, banning members from holding office, evicting adherents from their homes, and breaking up meeting by force. The church responded by forming a volunteer army to resist this persecution, and yet it continued, creating a cycle of ever-increasing bloodshed and rancor, and a growing rift between those with the blessing and those without. What began with beatings and street clashes would eventually spill over into an all-out war that consumed the greater part of the twins for nigh a generation, and decimated the population of men and bears both. The deluge of blood that stained the land crimson and left an even more lasting mark upon the minds of the Valestian people. After the bearers' last resistance was crushed, the nations of Valestia came together to sign the Continental Accord that initiated the system of slavery that persists across the realm to this day. Its well-known phrase, "Bearers are other than human," has its roots in the bitter war of the years before, being the unblessed's only excuse for their calamitous refusal to allow the blessed to decide their own destinies.
This is it. But if what it says is true, I need to get this back to the hideaway.
Bearers, of course, were heralded as something amazing back then, yeah. Royal Intelligence or Training Report. In the wake of the tragic fire at Caer Norvent in 873 V and the subsequent depletion of our most highly practiced intelligencers, all mainland strongholds were instructed to redouble training in clandestine maneuvers, improvised weaponry and assassination techniques, and dispatch promising volunteers to Stone here for inspection. This report details
Progress made by the stronghold at Garnick in reinvigorating Walud's ranks of esteemed intelligencers. Yeah, because unfortunately they all died with Benedicta. Which asked.
Leaving so soon, stranger? We've been watching you. From a distance, so to speak.
Subtle. I know who you are.
Then we need not waste time on introductions. Hand me the book.
No.
Leave it in our care and return to your life.
Your care? Do you mean to burn it or bury it?
That is not my decision to make. But by one means or another, its contents shall be removed from the common record.
Then I'll have to politely refuse. I won't let you erase our history.
Then we find ourselves at an impasse. Very well. The book can just as easily be pried from your dead hand.
Let's see, shall we?
Gotta kill me first.
Sword and stone!
So much for that.
Impressive. But we have other means. We shall claim the book yet.
Why do you want it so badly anyway?
It lays out in no uncertain terms the vanity and avarice of mankind. It tells the shameful history of the persecution and oppression of a gifted few by a giftless many. Would you say that this interpretation was correct?
Yeah.
I don't know.
You don't know. Your sword may be sharp, but your wits are dull. So let me answer for you. There is no correct interpretation of history. That a series of events took place may be proved beyond a doubt. But there can be no single, immutable explanation as to why they came to pass. It is a question of numbers and of belief.
Did
If
you just
enough
prove me right, though?
Believe that a set of events occurred.
If Clive
for
said
a
he doesn't
reason,
know. If
that
he says there's no
belief
fucking... What?
becomes the truth.
So you're trying to control the truth?
We are trying to protect people from themselves. From knowledge that would bring them naught but pain. That is all. You may keep the book. For now. The world is small. We shall meet again. Until then.
Of that I have no doubt.
Wait. Damn it.
Where did he go? He can't have gone far. That's an open field.
Let's get this back to Vivian. Perhaps she can explain what that was all about.
Look at it. Regardless of where you look, we would be able to see him. As far as I know, nobody knows how to teleport besides fucking Odin. A new missive. Okay. Let's worry about the missive later.
Vivian. I found it. The book you lost.
Here you go. No mention is made as to the name of the author. Whether that is because the title page has been lost to time or because the tome was published anonymously, it is impossible to say. A book.
You found it. Thank you, Clive. Even though I asked this of you, I was not entirely sure it would be possible. I feared the executors had seized every copy.
I met with one of these executors, and I convinced him to let me keep it. He told me something. That the truth is just a matter of collective belief. And that if enough people believe a lie, that lie becomes the truth.
It does. But it also means that the truth is not immutable. That it can be changed. Provided that those who wish to change it can convince enough people that their perspective is the correct one. As the sad history of the bearers proves.
You said that the book inspired you to become a scholar.
It did. Or its author, rather. She was a heretic, you see. A firebrand and a dissenter. A gallows stood ready for her in every corner of the realm. And by shunning society, or perhaps being shunned by it, she stumbled upon a truth so potent that an entire realm trembled at the prospect of its utterance. I, too, have always felt somehow set apart from the world of men. A stranger to my own species. She taught me that my solitude was not a curse, but a gift. And that, though my journey to the truth might be a lonely one, what I found at my destination would be more than worth the cost.
Do you still feel that way? That you're not one of us?
Honestly, I'm not entirely sure anymore. Since coming to the hideaway, I find my thinking somewhat clouded. Perhaps the result of studying mankind from a rather closer perspective than I had intended. But the more I study, the more I find value in this perspective. In looking not from the outside, but from within. So if you'll permit me, I'd like to continue my work here. Remember, Clive, when enough people believe, belief begets truth. Give the men and women of this benighted world the gift of truth. Make them believe in you, as I do.
I'll try, Vivian. I'll try.
Quest complete. Scholar's Bonnet. Vivian Ninetail's scholarly headwear, awarded to her upon the completion of her studies at the University of Canver. A new missive has been delivered to Clive's chambers. Want to get going now? Okay, let me finish this up. Alright, so my father came to me earlier and asked if I could take him over to the hardware store because we want to buy a couple of things. So after I turn all these things in, I'm going to end this part here, and then when I come back, we'll probably finish the game.
I hear that you traveled to Ash, Sid. Did you by any chance recover the names of my fallen friends?
I did. Yes.
I was immediately set upon by a Kashuk, but that's okay.
If I may, the bearer registry director was a brutal man. He got no worse than he deserved.
The registry was all I found beneath the tree. There was no sign of a body. Or any record of what happened to the children after the orphanage closed.
I pray that at least some of them survived. All their names are here. The ones we lost. My friends. My light in those dark times. I can still remember their faces. Like it was yesterday. Children who were taken from their bunks in the morning. Never to return. No explanation ever offered.
They'd be happy to know that you survived, Herman.
But why did I make it out alive? When so many others died in that awful place?
It's not your fault. And blaming yourself won't bring them back. Honor their memory. See that their names live on. That way, at least. They're never truly gone.
Thank you. Sid, I'm going to write a book. An account of the horrors of Badbach, and the spirit of those its custodians sought to crush. All of Valisthea will know of our suffering, and in the name of those I lost, I will not let it happen again.
Neither will I.
These records would have been buried for all eternity, were it not for you. Thank you.
Quest complete. Okay, let's check out some of those missives, and that's what we'll end for today. Son of a bitch. Wailing Banshee. Cursebreakers came across this creature while searching for survivors near the abandoned village of Garnick. Misled by the abomination's appearance into thinking she might be a local woman, they went to offer their help. As soon as it was they who were seeking salvation. Survivors say they can still hear the screams, both those of the white and those of their fallen comrades. I see.
Welcome to the Patron's Whisper. Come to claim your just desserts.
Unsigned. Every epic starts with a single word. Every symphony a single note. This is but the beginning. Forever shall your legend be told. Forever shall your legend be sung.
You earned this.
Careful whisper. In all available items from your patrons.
Come again. I may have more for you.
It's almost like 4 p.m. It's actually a really awful time to go shopping. Let's go check on those missives. For real? Well, I guess we're gonna do one more side quest, a couple of hunts, and then we're gonna finish the game. Hideaway welcome. Edip seems fond of the silver bow we gave her. So much so she's been taking to setting it atop her belly as she rests. To hear her tell it, the rascal kicks something fierce when she does too. Sounds like we have another fighter on our hands, and none too soon. I can hardly wait to teach our newest little cursebreaker everything I know. I suppose we can all celebrate first. No need to get ahead of ourselves now. Master Clive, I am aware there are matters of much greater import that demand your attention, but should you find yourself a moment, I bid you visit me in the shelves that I might ask a single favor considering His Highness Prince Dion.
It's usually me making demands of Hippocrates. I wonder what this is about.
A tale to tell. Probably about the wyvern tail. joy. Okay, well, like I said, we're going to be doing that next time. For now, I'm just going to end it here. Thank you everybody for watching. Hope to catch you in the next one. Keep your mind sharp. Stay safe out. Stay safe out there. Bye-bye.